Kyle's up next in St. Paul, Minnesota. Kyle, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. How are you? It's great to speak with you.
Well, it's great to talk to you. How can I help today?
Yeah. So, long story short, I am currently unemployed. I was working at a pretty secure job with a pretty big company, and I decided to take a chance, and then I left that to try and become a financial advisor with a firm who had a program to get you going with, if you didn't have finance background, work, school, whatnot. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to pass the SIE and the allotted attempts. And so my employment with them was terminated after about a month and a half.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, and I started the process on my own for a third attempt. And a couple of weeks in it, I just hit a wall and I didn't feel like I was learning anything. I was just, I just didn't feel like I was taking any information and learning it. So I just kind of said, now is maybe not a good time. I'm not sure. But anyway, I've been unemployed now for a couple of months, and I don't know, should I keep pursuing that? Or should I find something else? I don't know what my path is. I don't know where I need to be, where to be going.
Well, okay. Well, let's break this down real quick because you got a lot of things happening.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you need to get a job.
Yeah.
Okay. Second, we need to figure out why you're struggling on the financial coach, passing the test and getting the information. I mean, that needs there's two ways this could go. One is you're just not a good test taker.
Mm-hmm.
Or two, you're not grasping the information that you need to be able to grasp to be successful at it. So
I think that was, yeah.
I think this is a competency issue, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so
absolutely.
What do I teach on this show? Your sweet spot is at the intersection of your greatest
interest or passion and skills.
Yeah. So, buddy, there's no shame in your game here, but let's just go ahead and admit that you're not very good at this part. And so this is not a talent. Yeah. So we want to retreat back to the formula. What do you do best? What do you love to do most? So that's what we need to be thinking about. And I don't think that I think you had an idea. And I think this financial stuff was a passion play, and then you jumped too soon. Before we go forward on discovery for you, I want to say something to you so you don't beat yourself up. And there's some other people listening in need to hear this. The only thing you did wrong was that you jumped. You leaped off of the cliff on a passion play. This will be fun. I love Dave Ramsey as my guest. You're a big Dave Ramsey fan. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
so,
sir.
so you're really connected to what he teaches because he's helped you, yes?
Yes.
And so all of a sudden your heart's beating. You're like, I want to jump off this cliff. Whee! Splat. What you should have done, and here's what I want you to learn, which you've already learned, but let's just call it out here for you and everybody else. What you should have done is try to do it on the side. You should have stayed in that current, that former position. You should have stayed there and tried to pass the test on the side and maybe try to get a couple clients on the side, or go ahead and pass the test and then get hired by somebody before you resign. That's what you should have done. You didn't do that. You just jumped, and that's why we don't teach leaping. Okay? So, all right, now we're done with that. I think you have a pretty good idea of what you're talented at. What are you talented at?
Well, I'm organized. I'm very analytical. I really look at things in a pretty deep manner, I suppose. I ask a lot of questions. I like learning new things. And I suppose with that, I'm still trying to learn what.
Well, hold on. You jumped over to things you like. I don't want to know what you like or love yet. I want to know what people would say you're most talented at. You said organized and analytical. Anything else? Think about your career. What you're really, really proficient. What are you good at?
I'm really good with organization, like routine stuff. Following directions.
You're a process guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you analyze? You're analytical. What do you find yourself analyzing in the workplace?
Why? I guess a big thing I always found myself doing was, why do we do, this process this way? Why do we use this?
Okay, great.
Product?
What role were you in previously?
So I was a territory sales rep in the chemical industry. So we mostly worked though with equipment as far as cleaning supplies for restaurants, and
but there was no passion or joy in that gig.
In the position I was in, there was not.
Okay, now finish the rest of that sentence. But
well, I guess the big thing was for me was I was working at a really good company. I thought and wanted to stay there, wanted to make a career there, but I just didn't have any passion for the work I was doing and didn't really know how to find my way.
No. You were going somewhere. You were going somewhere else. You were saying, I didn't have any passion for that part of it, and it led me to believe you were saying, but this type of work, because you're not a sales guy. So finish that sentence. What would you really like to do? Just say it.
I like teaching and showing people how to do things.
Oh,
I like training, coaching.
There we go.
So I got to work with employees or managers and whatnot, and show them and teach them, how to do this, or teach them, something that would help them in their day to day.
Yeah, but I think you would love to be in some type of a training role on processes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then. Boom. So now, where are those positions, Kyle?
I haven't thought about that.
You haven't. I know. I'm not asking you. I'm saying that's your answer.
Okay.
The answer you're looking for today that you called in on this show is, what would I really enjoy doing? And once we know what that is, we go, where does that exist? And they're all over the place in St. Paul, Minnesota. This is not industry specific. This is function specific, meaning you want to be a guy who uses that just natural organization skill, the ability to be analytical. You love processes. You're an A to Z guy. You eat processes for breakfast. And you want to use those talents and strengths and skills to help train and coach and lead others in those roles. You love learning, asking questions. Why do we do it this way? Is there a better way? You see how all this is coming together? That's your sweet spot. Now, within that sweet spot, there are multiple jobs, multiple careers. So you need to start looking. This is all about research right now, turning over rocks. We went through discovery. Stage 2 is research. Where are these type of roles? Who's hiring these type of roles? What are the qualifications that are necessary? Do I need more qualifications? How much is that going to cost me? How much time is that going to take? Now, all of a sudden, we've got a lot of answers, and we could formulate a plan. But, my friend, you need to get hired. We're in too good of a job economy for you to sit another 2 months. Go get some work doing something like this right away. Give yourself time to breathe. Maybe 6 months to a year later, you make a move. But just, you're too valuable. You shouldn't be sitting at home right now. And listen, if you don't want to jump to something, then move on, then go work on a landscape crew or do something. Go bag groceries. I don't care. Get some income. Start feeling good about yourself and stabilize things on some level. And now you know exactly what you're looking for. Now go get it.